WXXL HD1, Tavares, Orlando.
Listen on the app. Online, in the car. It's on all the time.
Are you ready? Set.
I wrote to your station manager about your show, and the funny things that you think's funny aren't funny. Yet you're still on the air.
Turn it up. We're giving the show.
Hey, you up yet? You're hanging out in Johnny's house.
XL 1067.
Good morning. It is 6:01, Orlando's number one hit music station. It's XL 1067. It is Johnny's house on a Tuesday morning. All right, a lot of sunshine today. A little gusty winds. High today of 85, 67 now.
Now, the Johnny's House Entertainment News with Ray.
So obviously we're going to get into Diddy and his homes being raided.
Oh, man.
Later on today.
More problems for real.
Yes,
Yep.
absolutely. But one thing that I did want to mention is the door. I don't know if Brian's ever mentioned it.
What's that?
The Kate Winslet and Jack, or like the Titanic door.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
Leonardo
yes.
DiCaprio and Kate Winslet.
I'll never let go.
It's
Yes.
the giant plank of wood that they floated on that she could have moved over, but her
Yeah.
selfless ass didn't.
You've talked about it a couple times, but I don't ever remember if you've ever said it on the air.
What did Mythbusters say behind that? That he could fit on
That
it?
he could.
They
Even
could.
the producers, even James Cameron,
Said
the
he could
director,
say.
came out.
He
and
said he wished
that.
he would have made it a little smaller looking back. That way there could have been no debate.
Yeah, so the floating door that saved Rose in the Titanic just auctioned off for over $718,000.
Good Lord.
See, so they did a big auction of the memorabilia in Planet Hollywood in Dallas.
Okay, yeah.
And that was
mentioned
one
that,
of them. The starting bid was $40,000.
Good.
Now, if I was rich, I would be like, well, $40,000, I'd buy that, but not $718,000.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's a lot of things that were
Okay.
auctioned off, though.
I know this is a dumb question. This is the door from the movie, not the...
Well, yeah, because that didn't
Yes.
exist.
Exactly.
Yeah, because there was no Jack and Rose on the real Titanic.
There might have been, but they're not in the movie.
This is the actual door that Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate
Right.
Winslet
This
were
is
both
from
trying to
the
sit on.
The props department,
Nah,
not the
well,
actual. If it was from the actual
An
Titanic,
actual door from...
it'd be hundreds of millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Because very few things have been brought up.
Yeah, it's actually, it's not a door
It's
at
not a
all.
door.
It's just a piece of wood paneling.
So what are you going to do with it?
You got to have a museum or something, or you're just a major fan of the show and you got a lot of money.
I would, if I was rich, I would have bought it and just floated on it in my pool. That's my raft, baby.
But other things that sold were Harrison Ford's Indiana Jones whip from the Temple of Doom, $525,000. Let's see here, Jack Nicholson's axe from The Shining, $125,000.
Yeah.
Kate Winslet's dress at the end of Titanic, $125,000. So there's a lot of things that were auctioned off. They do this a lot, though.
The bowling ball from
Kingspan.
Kingspan with the hand?
Kingspan.
No, the one with the rose inside.
Yeah.
That was up for auction. Now I would have bought that.
$350,000 is what that went for.
I wouldn't have bought
bowling
that.
ball?
Yes, for
Really?
the Kingpin Red Rose bowling ball.
When you buy stuff like that in an auction, it shows that you have, what they call it, excess
Disposable income.
That's
Yes.
the word. That's what I'm looking for.
A lot of it.
Disposable.
And
Absolutely.
no worries
Yeah.
in life, because there's no way you could have any debt and say, yeah, let me drop $700,000 on a piece of wood.
Nah. Anyways, the former Price is Right producer says that the show is prepared for contestants to pee their pants. I don't know why this is a thing, but I was trying to read into it. But the former producer, Mike Richards, he was the host for a little bit. He filled in for Alex Trebek for a little bit.
Okay.
But he was saying that they had a system in place in case someone peed their pants. He's like, I never saw it happen, but there were curtains and a blow dryer and a pair of sweats just in case.
And what show is this?
This is Price is Right.
Well, yeah, because they're senior citizens.
I know.
Yeah. I
but,
totally get that. Yeah, absolutely.
And you get excited sometimes,
and they make you, they test you to see how excited you can be. Because for years, I'm like, they're very excited to come down those, come on down.
You have to play it
You
up.
have to play it up big
So
time.
people, if they ever peed their pants, they had a whole system in place just for it.
You know why? Because somebody's done it before.
I don't know. I guess so.
Oh, yeah.
Or
You-
they've
you-
had to have multiple people do it before for them to be like, we
yeah.
need a system here just in case.
Because sometimes you see rules and you're like, why is that?
Yeah.
It's happened before.
But he was a part of it for a little bit. He got terminated because of sexual harassment lawsuits and all that stuff. So
Here's the crazy thing. They tried to get Bob Barker. 'Cause
Yes.
back in the day, he had those Barker beauties. And they used to hit him and they used to come back and they used to do things.
Yep.
But they said it was, but all of them said it was consensual.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
no, they all.
Well, I mean, Bob Barker was a G.
Bob was 90 though. It was like, hey, come on back here.
I love me some Bob
The
Barker.
Barker beauties came right on back. And they,
Yep.
There was no, they said, no, we
No,
what
we
doing.
wanted to.
Yeah. No story here. Bob, like, get them dogs neutered, peace. All right, we come back. Weird stories that are true on Johnny's House.
Direct from Hollywood with Ryan Seacrest.
Elizabeth Hurley has worked with all sorts of directors over the course of her career, but none she knows better than the filmmaker behind her latest film. Her very own son, Damian Hurley, who's behind the camera on her new thriller Strictly Confidential. The film actually features Elizabeth in a pretty steamy scene, which might have been an awkward moment for both of them if they even had the time to process it. Damian tells E.T. it was an independent film, so we had to shoot the whole thing in only 18 days, so it was the last thing on our minds. We were just racing to get through each day. Every second counts. Every moment is about getting the shot and finishing the day, and it's a very good scene. Elizabeth says she's incredibly proud of her son, who also wrote Strictly Confidential, which comes out April 5th.
That's direct from Hollywood.
What's keeping you from learning the language you've always wanted to speak?
Too hard.
Takes too long.
Not with Babbel. Babbel's interactive lessons, podcasts, games, and more make learning fun.
Fun isn't hard.
Right. And in 10 minutes a day, Babbel's bite-sized lessons are designed to get you having real conversations in as little as 3 weeks.
That's not long.
It's not hard.
It's perfect.
It starts here. Go to Babbel.com to try for free. That's BABBEL.com. Babbel.com.
Moms, we all wish there were 2 more of us just to get through the day, preparing lunches, snacks, dinners. We've all got a lot on our plates. That's where Fresh from Florida comes in. They have hundreds of recipes that make mealtime quick, easy, and healthy. And shopping for locally grown produce is a snap. Just look for the Fresh from Florida logo. When it's almost dinner time and you have to be 3 places at once, go to the one place that counts. FreshFromFlorida.com. There's sunshine in every bite.
Febreze.
So my home is also my office. And before I can focus, every room's gotta be clean. That means tidying up, then spraying my Febreze Air Mist. Ooh, that's fresh. Febreze Air Mist scents are all high quality. They fight any weird funk, and they give my air an instant boost of freshness. So not only does my home smell good, I feel good too. After I Febreze, it's time to start my day.
Breathe happy, Febreze. La 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 la.
If you've been in a car accident in the past 14 days, listen to this important message. Under Florida law, your auto insurance will cover injuries from an accident. But there's a catch. You only have 14 days to be seen by a provider, or your insurance may deny your coverage. At Complete Care Centers, we can directly bill your automobile insurance. Our team works together to give you a comprehensive and complete care plan, meeting each patient's needs, all in one place. Just one call takes care of it all. You'll get the care you need to get back to your life, pain-free. That's why we're the Pain Relief People. So if you've been in an accident, don't wait another minute. Just one call takes care of it all. Visit thepainreliefpeople.com to schedule an appointment today. That's thepainreliefpeople.com. Brought to you by Complete Care Centers, LLC, a multi-specialty healthcare practice with over 30 locations in Central Florida, focusing on chiropractic and medical services. Please visit our website at www.thepainreliefpeople.com for a list of our medical and clinical directors.
Marcus is a connoisseur of anything that's free, so he was happy to read the disclaimer on TurboTax Free Edition.
Roughly 37% of taxpayers qualify. Form 1040 and limited credits only. See how at TurboTax.com. That's me!
File your taxes 100% free with TurboTax Free Edition and get your max refund guaranteed. See if you qualify to file for free at TurboTax.com. See max refund guarantee details at TurboTax.com/guarantees.
Mostly sunny and warmer today with a high of around 85.
I had so many dreams, but life quickly got in the way. Then, Rasmussen University saw my true potential and gave me the support and confidence I needed to become who I am today. Rasmussen University. Learn more at rasmussen.edu/Florida.
Jack Harlow, Love It On Me. It's 6:18 on a Tuesday. Johnny's house, breezy, sunny with the high of 85, 67 this morning. Weird stories. They're true. BG.
Well, nobody won Powerball last night, by the way.
Well, damn. But there's another one tonight, y'all.
Yeah, Mega Millions tonight, $1.1 billion. But imagine waking up and finding an extra $13 million in the bank. That'd be nice.
I'll take that.
Yeah, that's what happened to this couple, Richard and Jacqueline. They woke up, checked their bank account, boom, $13 million.
I take photos of it because I know they're going to come back and get it.
Yeah, they discovered the computer glitch pretty quick, and they took all the money back. They said they didn't even call them.
Yeah.
They just took the money back. So
I know. I read a story where somebody had that money and they tried to get it out of the account quickly, but then they still got arrested.
See, I would take it out.
Yeah, they tried to take it out.
I know they're going to come for it, but you're going to come back and get it from me. Like, you're not just going to hit a switch and take it back. Maybe if you wait a couple of days, I flip it.
Yeah.
Maybe I make you some money in the stock market.
Yeah.
Whatever the case may be, but you're going to at least work for it.
$13 million. I got a feeling they're coming that day.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, then call me.
Yeah.
Right. I get. Look, if my phone rings and it says Chase Bank, I know.
Yeah.
but I'm at least taking it out. But they didn't take it out. They said they knew. They said they really thought about it for a second, going out and buying a bunch of stuff. But then they said, obviously, they're going to have to return all of that stuff or get arrested.
Well, it's good. They're honest people, but they did talk about it, though.
They did think, well, who wouldn't?
Yeah.
Like, you'd think about it for a second. Like,
I would check that account every hour. Is it still there? It's still there. Is it still there? It's still there.
All right, let's go. Let's get $500,000 out and go buy something.
I would call the bank. I would turn my. I'd be like, so this was deposited. It's not mine.
On the local level, they ain't gonna know what to do. They're like, hold on, let me talk to my manager.
Yeah.
Yep. No. First of all, you might not get anybody.
Well, I'm gonna be like, well, I know this call is recorded, so this is, keep this on file.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
But you want to get to the local level and record it yourself. Say, hey, I got $13 million in my account. Can I spend it? It's your account. Yes.
All right.
Yes. I'm gonna sit on it for a minute. Maybe move it into an interest-bearing account and keep some money anyway. This guy has added his name to the presidential race. So if you don't like Trump and you don't like Biden, now you have another option.
Tell me about this person.
Literally anybody else. It's a Texas high school teacher, and he actually changed his name to literally anybody else. So his first name is literally, his middle name is anybody. His last name is now else. He is from Dallas, Texas.
Guarantee he's the coolest teacher in that school.
His name is Dustin Eby, and he said, look, I just decided I don't want Trump. I don't want Biden. I literally want anybody else. So I decided to go ahead and change my name to that. Now, he needs 113 signatures from non-primary voters. That's how the Texas rule works.
Okay.
By May, and he'll actually be added to the ballots if that happens. So now everyone's scrambling to get him 113,000 signatures.
Now, here's the crazy thing is that people will see that name and they'll think that not anyone else means that you don't want for the
like
above.
it's literally
and
anybody
he can
else.
win.
Yeah, now he doesn't want to win. He's like, this is a message, like a rallying cry more than anything else. But if he gets 113 signatures, but they have to be non-primary voters in the state of Texas, because I was ready to sign.
Yeah.
Because I just think it'd be funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, you have to be in the state of Texas. But if he gets that many by May,
there's a good chance because people look on the ballot. There's a lot of people say, I don't want either one.
Yeah.
And there it is.
Well, you might have an option, a literal option for literally anybody else.
I think somebody did that years ago. None of the above.
It was in a movie, Brewster's Million.
Is that what?
That was
None of
his
the
big
above?
thing.
Yeah.
Vote none of the above.
None
He
of the
didn't want to
above.
win. And in that movie, none of the above won.
Absolutely.
And now we know for sure the economy is in trouble. Trader Joe's has just upped the price of a single banana for the first time in 23 years.
No.
How much are bananas now?
So they sell single bananas for 19 cents a
Yeah, that's
piece.
the cheapest.
And the crazy story is the CEO actually told a story of a lady that was in the store. She picked up a bunch of bananas. She saw the price and she put them back down. And he asked, why are you doing that? And it was 4 bananas. And she said, I'm not even sure I'll make it to this 4th banana because she's so old. And she's like, and so he started selling them individually. That's the folklore.
Oh, wow.
So 19 cents. They've been that way for 23 years. Now they upped them 21% to 23 cents.
That's still cheaper.
It is pretty cheap, but
Yeah.
they say it's not really cheaper anymore because if you do the national average, you're actually paying about 6 cents more for 4 bananas at Trader Joe's than you would anywhere else. But still, that shows you the economy's bad. The last holdout is the Costco $1.50 hot dog and soda combo.
Yeah.
And they said it's never going away.
Yeah.
That's what their CEO said. He honestly said something really cool. I saw an interview with him. He said, we make plenty of money. More money than we need to keep everything going every day. So why would I risk it for squeezing a couple more cents out of somebody?
Oh yeah.
I was like, all right, that's a good deal.
And that's
right
it is the best deal ever. $1.50 for a hot dog and soda.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And they didn't mess up the quality. It's the same quality hot dog it was 5 years ago.
Good for them, man. Good for them. All right, we come back. I don't know if you heard about this social media ban that's about to happen. We're going to get into it and tell you about it on Johnny's House. 634, Johnny's house. The governor signed a bill yesterday that's going to ban social media accounts for children under 14. We need to get into it, and we'll do it next on Johnny's house. Johnny's house, 637. It's going to be a lot of sunshine today and breezy. 85 is our high today to 67 right now. Florida's on the map again. Now, it's going to be some legal challenges to this, but it's a bill that was signed by Governor DeSantis yesterday. The bill will ban social media accounts for children under 14 and require parental permission for 15 and 16-year-olds. Now, if it goes into effect, it'll take place on January 1, but everybody in the world going to try to they're going to legally challenge this whole thing. So my thing to you is, at what age do you let your kids on social media? And if you're listening, you're a student, at what age you got on it? And for me, there was never I didn't even know my kid had a social media account till it came up on mine, somebody you want to be friends with.
Yep.
And I said, hey, come here.
People you might know.
Yes, people you might know. I said, hey, you got social media? Yeah. What do you have? I got them all. I think that was a conversation we were supposed to have.
Yeah.
So I checked it out. It was nothing. It was nothing there.
That's how I found my son's secret one.
Oh,
I knew about the one he had,
yeah.
and then I got you might want to follow this person for his secret one. And I'm like, oh, that's interesting. And I yelled, come in here.
Yeah.
I flipped it. Boop. This you? No, delete.
Did he use his real name?
Yeah. No, I mean, he ain't the brightest bulb. This is when he was like 14.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, he didn't know what he was doing.
Did you already have that conversation that, like, he wasn't really supposed to have one just yet?
No, I didn't mind because I could see them. I had the sign-ins to all of them.
Yeah.
He tried to make
Yeah.
a fake one.
Mm-hmm.
So
No, I just saw what was going on. It was just, with friends, nothing. It was nothing. Now, I can check his history, his search history to find out what's really going on.
Yeah.
But no, I saw it and I'm like, he said, well, you want me to get rid of him? Well, no, you already got him now. We need to have discussions. You just can't just do that. I'm a parent. You know that. Yeah. But no, that's how I found out, but it was nothing to it. Now they're saying that we talked about this yesterday when I picked him up. I said, hey, you hear about this ban? He said, yeah, we're talking about it. But everybody's like, how are they going to stop us?
Right.
And they're right. These are high school kids. So how are they going to stop us? I mean, all you got to do is lie on how old you are. That's what they all do.
Yeah.
That's what they do.
I mean,
they all
we've been doing that since the 90s for things.
Like, how old are you? I'm 25.
Whenever I would log on and be like, oh, yeah, I need my parental consent. Okay. Here we go. When was my mom born?
I think now in some cases they had to require like a driver's license or something that has to be scanned. I don't know, but I really don't think this will pass. It's like them trying to ban TikTok. I don't think that'll pass. There's a lot of people that are against it. And I'm sure that the social media companies have put money behind here in Florida for lobbyists to fight it.
To push against it.
To push to get. And the kid was like, this is against our constitutional rights. I'm like, no.
Yeah, no, they don't mention Facebook in the Constitution anywhere. Not that I'm aware.
So what age was that for your son, Brian?
He's still and he's 19 now.
Yeah.
He's still not big on social media.
Yeah.
Like, so it really never bit him.
It's more for communicating.
Yeah, Snapchat. But I had when he was younger, I had an app on his phone that showed me everything his phone did. Like I could take over his camera and snap a picture that would send it back to me, so I knew where he was
at that time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I had a pretty good eye on what he was doing.
Mm-hmm.
I had it keystroked. I could see keystrokes. I could see what he typed. Everything.
Yeah.
So I didn't really pay too much attention to it. So, but I would say, 13, 14 is probably fair.
Yeah.
But now kids at 5, 6 want it.
Yeah.
And Ray, what do you think about you and your kids?
Yeah, I have no idea what's going to be around because my kids are 5.
Yeah.
And, they watch YouTube videos, which is a very common thing for 5-year-olds or kindergartners and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So it's but when they watch these YouTube videos, they hear about TikTok and they see the TikTok dances and the TikTok trends because they're on.
So one leads to another.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's like a gateway.
Yeah.
Well, your daughter already wants to be that influencer.
Yes.
I saw that post she did.
My daughter's already saying, subscribe, comment below, all these things. And I'm like, you don't have a YouTube. But she's like, send it to the YouTubers so they can see it.
So they can see it.
But
that's the life that's that age.
I know, and I can't prevent it, So it's it's the weirdest thing. So I don't know what's going to be available for my kids. Hopefully when it gets older, they're kind of like Brian's son, where they're just like, I can give or take.
But would you look at it as the more you try to stop them, the more they'll want to do it?
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to put up that fight.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell them that I'm going to see everything, or I'm going to monitor everything, or I have ways to do all this stuff.
Crazy thing is my kid doesn't have a TV. He doesn't want one.
Yeah.
YouTube.
Yes, isn't that wild?
Yeah. I'm like, hey, you want a TV in your room? Nah, I'm good.
Yeah, my son uses his TV to watch YouTube.
Yeah.
So he has the YouTube app on his TV.
Yeah, because he plays Xbox, so he needs the TV. But then when he goes to bed to watch TV, he doesn't watch TV. He watches YouTube.
That's what my kids do.
Yeah.
Wow. All right, I want to find out from you parents, what is the rule with social media in your household? And also, if you're one of these kids that are 14, 15, or 16, what are you guys talking about, or what are they saying about banning of social media for you? Because they're coming after your generation right now. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. XL Mobile is 41067. You can text, and social media live stream. Want to hear from you. They're banning them if you're underage, under 16, and if you're under 14, you can't have it at all. What do you think about this? Let's get into it on Johnny's House. Sabrina Carpenter and Feather. She's performing at Coachella this year, just in case you wanted to know. 653, 85 is our high, 67 right now, and a lot of sunshine today. Governor passed a bill that says, yes, it will ban social media accounts for children under 14 and require parental permission for those 15 and 16, but that's going to go to court. Now, if it passes, it'll take place on January 1st. So we're just kind of curious on how you handle social media in your household. From Oviedo, Elizabeth, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, so what's going on?
So I've actually banned YouTube Kids, all those things linking to YouTube in my house about a year and a half ago.
What happened? Why did they have it and then you took it away?
So my children were watching like just normal, regular videos, you would think.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would be like in the background somewhere, and I would hear just like the weirdest like things, like talking about, this is what happens if you were to drink this, or like things that.
So it would so during the video they were watching, something would pop up, or was it in the video they were watching?
It was morphed into the video they were watching.
Yeah, there was a thing going around for a while where you'd watch a kid video and about like 6 or 7 minutes in, it would be someone that come up and tell you, go punch your sister or do something bad.
The
Like
Momo challenge.
yeah, there was
Really?
that was one of them. Yeah, but they would make it seem like it was part of the video.
So the parents would watch it, sit there for a while the video started.
First few minutes was
and then
normal,
they would leave,
and then in the middle something would change.
Wow. So that's something that parents need to look out for if they got youngsters.
Yeah, I mean, like I would watch and got onto social media. I think I was like 12 or 13, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But it was like on the computer at home with my, parents around. I didn't have a cell phone at that time.
Well, back then everything was expensive, so you had one computer for the house,
and it was in the living room.
And it was in the living
Yeah.
room, so you wasn't getting away with nothing. All right, thank you, Elizabeth. From Evan, good morning.
Good morning. How you guys doing?
Good. What do you feel about the ban?
Man, I'm happy about the ban, but they're not going to stop the kids at all. I mean, there's no way to stop them.
No.
And it sucks. You just got to, make sure you have the kids locked down, because I just found out like 2-3 weeks ago my daughter had a YouTube account. And I'm like, what? I tripped out on her. I was like, yo, and I don't want to get into it, but it's her mother. Her mother does everything I say. Her mother got her phone. I didn't want her phone. I said, get her one of those little butterfly phones and anything that you can only call mom, dad, and maybe 1 or 2 friends. So when she's at my house during the week, she's only allowed to talk to her one friend, and that's it. You know? And then it's crazy what's going on in these schools. She's only 9 years old, talking about Trey's dating this girl, and he tried to come up and I'm like, don't talk to me, but don't say he did anything about that, because I'll hit a little kid if you try to touch my
Sometimes you got to.
I'll put you on
Just to let them know how far you're willing to go.
For sure. Ray, what they saying over there?
A lot of the same things.
Yeah.
Like, it sounds like a good idea, but the follow through is where it's going to actually need to happen.
The parents that don't want their kids on social media, they're not on social media.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that they know of.
They're saying that it's actually kind of hard to monitor this, especially if you have somebody that's in the 14, 15 age range.
XL Mobile, powered by attorney Dan Newland. Interact, need a check, call Dan Newland. Someone said as a high school counselor and a mom of a middle schooler, I think it's great.
Yeah, they see what happens from that. Well, we'll keep you updated. I'm sure it's going to have to go through some legal challenges, and if it makes it through, then January 1st, it's going to happen. Happy New Year's. All right, Celebrity News.
All right, let's talk about those Diddy raids.
If you haven't heard, we're going to give you the updates in about 3 minutes right here on Johnny's House.
WXXL HD1, Tavares, Orlando.
This is The Weekend.
Hey, it's Olivia Rodrigo.
Johnny's House, mornings. Orlando's #1 hit music station all day.
1067.
Orlando.
Now, the Johnny's House Entertainment News with Ray.
So the big news that was happening yesterday, they raided Sean Diddy Combs, his homes in Los Angeles, New York, and Miami. They were raided by the Department of Homeland Security, and they won't say anything really except that it's part of an ongoing investigation. So, Diddy has numerous sexual misconduct allegations and lawsuits recently.
Yep.
Crimes for rape, sex trafficking, and sex with a minor. One of the victims was his former girlfriend, Cassie, where we heard all of this unfolding. And, he settled with her.
One day.
Without admitting guilt,
Yep.
but he did settle with her. But after yesterday's raids, her attorney came out and said, hopefully this is the beginning of a process that will hold Mr. Combs responsible for his depraved conduct.
They're saying now, look, we got our money.
Yes.
So whatever happens, bro,
The
it's on you.
truth is going to eventually come up,
Yep.
especially for them to raid his 3 homes and use all those resources. They have evidence for them to actually be going to do that.
Here's the thing. I told y'all I'm old school. I watch nightly news. Lester Holt. Top story.
Of course. I was in the gym
There's
yesterday.
a war going on. Top story.
I was loving it. I was sitting there rowing, and it was on every TV.
I'm like,
It was on every TV. So, but TMZ has pictures from the raids and videos from the raids, including a shot of Diddy's sons that he left.
In handcuffs.
So
They're in handcuffs.
Justin and King were in handcuffs. Nobody really said if they did anything wrong. We're probably going to hear some more stuff today, obviously, but the cops could have done it as a precaution during the raids, of course.
It's like, listen, we're gonna have to go through your house, but just as a precaution, we're gonna handcuff you just in case you feel the need to.
Now, the whereabouts of Diddy, there were some videos of him pacing outside the Miami airport, but also, of course, with everybody tracking private jets nowadays, they did track Diddy's personal Love Air LLC, his jet, the well-known black Gulfstream that he flaunts all the time. It looks like the aircraft is currently on the ground in Antigua, which is down in the Caribbean. And based on the flight activity, it looks like his jet has been up and down between Sunday and Monday. A lot. It's been up and down a lot.
But the thing is, they've seen the plane, but they ain't seen him.
Yes, and they have not confirmed whether or not he is on it or what, in fact, is on that plane down in Antigua. So Diddy's jet has been, from Sunday night at 5:30, it was in Palm Springs. Then it took off Palm Springs. It landed in Los Angeles again, and then it landed at some point in Antigua yesterday. And so that's where they're currently saying it is grounded, and it has been confirmed that the flight data has yet been updated or registered as him having officially landed himself on that plane. So
But
people are trying to figure out what the heck is that.
They got somebody in the bushes on that camera now. I mean, on that plane now. All they're doing is watching. Are you watching the plane? I'm watching it.
So a lot of people are saying, though, that down in the Caribbean, a lot of things cannot be extradited. So
and that country's one of them.
It is very wise and very questionable, and it's just
it doesn't look right. They raided your house, and it looks as though maybe you were just down there. Look, man, I was taking some time. I was down here chilling. I don't know about that.
No, but you took off Monday during the raid.
Right, during the raid that was going on not too far from your airport.
I didn't even know it was raided.
And left your children.
I just wanted to, vacate a little bit.
Yes.
That's why I'm down here.
So, I mean, of course, as soon as we see more details that are coming out, but there's multiple lawsuits and people that are just like, told you so, including Cat Williams, who did that interview saying, I told you.
Cat, here's the thing. The reason people are mad at Cat is that he started a lot of things in motion.
Yes.
Now, a lot of stuff he said was kind of crazy, but there were some things that he said that he hit the truth on, and now people are going, you know what? He ain't as crazy as we thought he was.
No.
Not at all.
No. And then I was telling you that I was going down that rabbit hole today.
This morning, early.
Yes, about the connection of just Diddy with so many people in the music industry, including Jay-Z, including Kanye, and so it's just.
Once to get into urban or rap music, you had to go through Bad Boy.
Yeah.
Yep. It was once upon a time. It was only 2 or 3 labels at that point. And Murder Inc. was one and Bad Boys one. You had to go through that. So he set the rules. You want to get in, these are the things you have to do.
And he was the producer of everybody.
So we'll keep you updated.
All right, representing your city, smarter than your hood. We're going to play it on Johnny's House. 7:07. This is Johnny's house. Sunny, 85 is our high, 67 and breezy today. Man, that's some video. If you haven't seen it, it's going to be floating around social media and on news today about is a bridge in Baltimore?
Yeah.
What happened?
So it is actually the biggest bridge in Baltimore, and it collapsed. There was a cargo ship that actually collided with one of the support beams of the bridge.
Yeah.
And authorities right now are calling it a mass casualty event.
Because there was cars on the bridge.
There was cars on the bridge. About 20 people went into the water. So right now, of course, like the sun's rising. And so the large cargo ship that struck the bridge, basically the vessel took out the whole bridge.
It looks like a scene from a movie.
It does.
It's the craziest thing.
It is so sad to see.
Man, and you know why I feel bad is that if I was in that car, I'm not a strong swimmer. And I'm just trying to get home.
Yeah, and but when your car is submerged like that too, it's so hard to get your window open or your door open.
Damn. All right. Well, yeah. If you haven't seen the video, it will be out, and it's going to be everywhere today. And it does. It looks just like it's from
I know
a movie.
that the governor of Maryland declared a state of emergency early Tuesday morning.
Wow. All right, we'll keep you updated. 7:08. It's time for us to play Smarter Than Your Hood. That's what if you have pride in your city, if you love where you live right now, you'll call up and represent your city and show that you're smarter than any other city that you're competing against. Because we're going to ask you questions that, Brian, that you found where?
This is a middle school trivia quiz.
All right. And today you'll be playing for 4 tickets to the Kennedy Space Center Visitors Complex. Now, like we do every week, we will show you how it's done as we compete against each other. I will be representing Windermere. Ray will be representing
Winter Park.
And Norris representing what this week?
West Palm Beach.
West Palm Beach. All right, Brian will ask the question. The way it works is you yell out your city, you get it right, you get a point. You get it wrong, we take away a point at the end. Who has the most points, you will win. All right, you don't yell out the answer, you yell out your city. Brian, whenever you're ready.
All right,
here we go.
Question number 1. What is the Earth's outermost layer called?
I know that, but it's not worth losing the point.
I know.
It's not worth losing that point.
See, we all get scared now.
Now I'm scared. Now
But
I'm
I
trying
don't
to
know the answer.
All right.
It is the crust.
I knew it because I was thinking pie. There's something about pie.
Like a piece of bread. Like the outer part of
Why
a piece
am I
of
thinking
bread.
pie right now? Crust. All right.
All right, so 0, 0,
Boy, I'm
0
sorry,
still.
Windermere. I am not representing y'all well right now.
All right, this one goes way
All right.
back before middle school.
Okay.
If the big hand is on the 12 and the small hand is on the 6, what time is it?
Windermere.
Johnny's first.
6 o'clock.
Yes, that is
On
correct,
the
sir.
dot, I got those. Yeah. All
1 to 0 to 0.
Here we go, ladies.
All right. So what famous painter that cut off his own ear painted the famous artwork Starry Night?
West Palm.
Yes.
I'm gonna just go with Van Gogh.
That is correct.
Good job.
You know the answers, but I swear
Yes.
you are the
50-50
unsurest person to answer a question in the history.
I thought you would get that. We went to Amsterdam. I went to the Van Gogh Museum, and I always talk about the letter with the blood on it.
I know.
Yeah.
It just wasn't clicking.
All right, 1 to 0. Ray, you can join the game anytime.
Anytime.
I tried.
All right, here we go.
This is it. This is for you to tie it or for one of these two to win.
Okay.
All right. How many states start with the letter A?
Woo!
I'm going to count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anyone?
Boy, y'all some real brain surgeons over here.
Anyone?
I'm going to write down my
Depart?
guess.
You want to guess?
Why not?
Go ahead.
Okay, go ahead. Guess.
Ray?
3.
Oh, no. I'm sorry.
How many?
It is 4.
Damn it!
Alabama, Alaska,
Alaska.
Arizona, Arkansas. If you knew the state name game that I know, then you'd be good.
All right, so we get a tiebreaker?
Damn it.
Oh, you guys. Oh, we can throw a tiebreaker in there. Yeah, because Ray's out of it. So, Ray,
Yeah.
you can't answer this one. Let's see. I didn't have one, but I'm going to find one.
Go ahead.
All right.
We got a little bit of time.
How many chambers does the human heart have?
Windermere.
Wait, is this?
4,
4.
baby. 4,
That's
baby.
good. That's
4. Bring them down. 4.
Yeah,
What?
I'm waiting for your excuse.
No, because I thought we were gonna do the whole like you go first, I go. You know.
No, Johnny does that with everybody. I don't do that. I'm just
Oh,
asking
okay,
questions.
well, all right,
Don't act
whatever.
like you- Don't act like you ain't know. You ain't know. You about,
I knew that
you about
one.
I
to
took
say 8.
anatomy and physiology.
You're about to say 8.
8.
Ray, did you know that one?
I did know that
I
one.
know the way she came across. I knew she knew that one. All right, once again, we win. That's how it works. All right, here we go. If you'd like to play and represent your city and get 4 tickets to the Kennedy Space Center Visitors Complex, it's time to call 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. There'll be questions like that. You get the most right, you win. All right, smarter than your hood. Represent your city right now on Johnny's House. Taylor Swift, Cruel Summer, 723. I saw them photos of her and a man in the Bahamas chilling, making all sorts of plans. I saw them. 724 Johnny's house, sunshine and 85, 67 right now. All right, it's time to play Smarter Than Your Hood. That's where you call us up and you say, I want to represent my city. And we ask you these very simple questions that everyone should know. And if you get the most right today, got 4 tickets at Kennedy Space Center Visitors Complex. They are for you. But first, we must meet our contestants representing the city of DeLand. Julianne, good morning.
Good morning.
And how long have you lived in DeLand, Julianne?
For about 8 years now.
And why do you love it so much?
It's not too crowded, and it's still close to Orlando.
Very good, very good. And if we hung out with you, where you going to take us?
Probably downtown to go shopping. They have a lot of cute little antique stores and small businesses there that are cool to look at.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
And Stetson did the best they could against UConn.
Yeah, they did.
They tried.
Yeah, they did. She's like, whatever. Brian, we can connect at the line 3. Representing Brian's hometown of Beaukey, Florida, Sanford, Selena. Hey, Selena.
Hey.
And Selena, how long have you lived in Beaukey?
About 20 years.
And why do you love it so much?
Sanford's just a good town.
Okay, that should be the city's motto.
I think it's on the sign.
Sanford is such a good town. I like that.
It is.
And where we gonna hang out with you? Where you gonna take us?
We're going to go to Sanford Brewing and have a big old pretzel.
Big old pretzel. I like that. No mustard, though. No mustard. Don't mess with that mustard.
No cheese sauce.
Oh, okay. All right. Listen, the way it works is we're going to ask you a question. If you know it, you yell out your city and not the answer. And if you yell it out, you get a chance to answer it. If you get it right, you get a point. You get it wrong, we take away a point. But the last one is either for a tie or for a win, okay? But we got to gauge what you sound like. So on the count of 3, I'm going to ask you to yell out the name of your city. 1, 2, 3.
Sanford.
Okay, Sanford, a little louder, please. Let's try it again. 1, 2, 3.
Sanford.
Okay. All right. Are you ready? Again, yell out the city and not the answer. What galaxy is Earth a part of?
Sanford.
I heard Sanford. Y'all Sanford. All right, Selena.
The Milky Way.
The Milky Way is correct. Selena, you get the point. All right, Norris.
Which continent is the Sahara Desert located on?
Sanford.
Sanford, Beaukey again. Selena.
Africa.
That is correct.
Wow, look at you. All right, B.
All right, what does the WWW stand for in a website?
Sanford.
I heard the land first.
All right, the land. That would be Julianne.
World Wide Web.
Correct.
All right, here we go. Last question. It's pretty simple. All right, Julianne, you get it right, it is a tie. You get it wrong, you lose. Selena, you get it right, you win. You get it wrong, it is a tie, and we go to the tiebreaker. Are y'all ready?
Yes.
Ray, are you ready?
Yes. How many states start with the letter D?
Sanford.
Sanford for the win or for the tie? Selena.
1.
Yes, ma'am.
1 is correct. You are the winner. Congratulations. You got yourself 4 tickets to Kennedy Space Center Visitors Complex. Make the most of your spring break. Visit Kennedy Space Center Visitors Complex, the only place where you can meet an astronaut, touch a moon rock, and stand nose to nose with a real space shuttle, Atlantis, and more. Plan your visit now, but you don't have to do that, Selena, because you are the winner. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And Julianne, you played well. You played well.
All right.
And you can play again.
Thank
you have a wonderful day, okay?
Thank you. You too.
You too. And Selena, you hold on a second so we can get some information from you.
Okay.
All right. That's how you play the game. That's how it's done. All right. We come back. Parental permission. Something that you've done that back in the day that you had to go to your parents and say, hey, can I do this? We're going to talk about it on Johnny's House. Ursher, baby. Ursher, 723. It is Tuesday. Orlando's number one hit music station. This is XL 1067. They're saying 20-mile-an-hour breeze today. A lot of sunshine. 67 early, and then 85 later on this afternoon. We talked about this earlier. If you missed anything, you need to listen to the podcast so that you are caught up. The governor has signed a bill that's going to ban social media accounts for children under 14 and require parental permission for ages 15 and 16. And Ray want to talk about the other things that you needed your parental approval for growing up. My parents wasn't signing nothing.
Really?
No.
What if it was like a school,
No.
like off-campus thing?
Then I had to sit down and explain it.
Like a field trip. That's,
a field trip. But like, hey, listen, I need y'all to sign this so I can get on social media. Well, what's social media? That's why I can just interact with my friends. You got friends in the neighborhood? No.
No.
Okay.
They weren't signing anything. And you had mentioned the tattoo. Oh, no.
Yeah.
No, mine would not sign nothing. If it was, okay, hey, it's a field trip, I need you to do that. Okay.
Mhm.
And you got to pick me up at 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock? No.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can get one of your friends' mom to take you, but that was it. So you asked your parents for a tattoo and they signed the paper?
And piercings. When I was 15, I got my belly button pierced, and they signed off on that. And
So what do you
then
do? You just go home and say, hey,
I want to get my belly button pierced. All my friends in middle, they all have their belly button pierced. I'm the only one in 8th grade that doesn't have their belly button pierced.
In 8th grade?
I wish that worked for me, bro. I'm like, please, but everybody's doing it, and I want to be like my friends, and I'm the only one
I wish
that
I
doesn't have
would walk
it.
in the house with all my friends are doing
Right.
it.
I'm the only one in 8th grade.
I'm the only girl that doesn't have it.
And
So
they said yes.
she said, okay. So she signed that off, and I got that. And then a year later, I was a freshman in high school, and I got my Monroe pierced on my face. That's why I still have a hole in my face. And my mom signed off on that. And
That was your selling point.
Yes.
I'm the only kid in the 8th grade without one.
And then I was like, Mom, I'm 16. I want to get another piercing. Like for my birthday, I'm going to be driving. And I'm just very excited. Like I really want to get my Monroe pierced.
This is how it would have happened in my house. All right, girl, get in the car. I'm going to take you down there. Next thing you know, we get a left. Hey, the mall ain't that way. No, you know what that way? Church.
Yeah.
It's revival week, and you're going every night.
And then later, my 16th
Every night
year,
you're going.
my mom signed off on my tattoo on the back of my neck.
Wow.
Mom, I'm almost 17 years old. I really want to get a tattoo. It's an Aries sign that's never going to change. I'm an Aries. I won't regret it.
Looking at you in the reset when the Washington working
Yo, to this day, I'm 32, and I will tell my mom, Ma, I want a tattoo with your right. And she's like, por favor, hija. I don't think so. Yo, no. The whole thing, like, I was jealous of, like, girls like you because I wanted a piercing, like the nose piercing. I wanted to make my tragus and all this stuff.
Yeah.
I had to ask my mom for permission. She just said, no. Until I was, like, 20-something. And I finally was like, I'm not asking for permission anymore because I pay bills, so I'm going to just do it. Please. Thank you. Sorry. Don't get mad at me.
Like 20, you don't need permission anymore legally.
I was scared to say it, but I had to say it.
Please.
I was like, Mom,
Thank you.
please don't be mad at
Don't
me.
be
Thank
mad.
you. Love you. Bye.
I'm trying to stand up on my own, please. Thank you.
Yeah.
B, how about you?
No, my mom was very lenient, let me do a lot of things, but she wasn't signing off on anything. I tried to get my ears pierced. She wouldn't let me, so we did it in the bathroom.
Ooh, with the hot pen?
No, we actually used piercing earrings, which are super thick.
Oh, and you jammed it through?
And we got those hot. We just forced it through. Blood squirted out.
You didn't numb it with ice cube?
Yeah, we tried. It didn't really help very much. So so I pierced my own ears, and then but she couldn't do anything about it. She wanted to beat me, but
too late.
But she wouldn't sign it. But I did it myself.
Wow.
And then I wanted a tattoo before 18. She wouldn't sign that. And then so we didn't for my son either.
Yeah.
My son
Yeah.
wanted a tattoo.
At what age?
He wanted like 16 because we went to the high schools.
Yeah.
All the kids on football team had tattoos.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
and so my son's like, all the guys on the team have
Yeah.
tattoos, and they didn't in Over in Horizon.
That is-
But some of the kids we went and had full sleeves.
I know that's so true now. I'm like, oh my gosh, I remember nobody had tattoos in high school.
But we wouldn't sign off. He got it for his 18th birthday, and he wanted his nose pierced, and we wouldn't sign off on that. My wife said no, and he finally did it on his 19th birthday. But yeah.
Yeah. I just think, if you have parents, like my dad worked 2 jobs. And when he came home, you hit me with the facts. I ain't got time for all. Just hit me what it is.
Yep.
Dad, can I get a tat? No, next.
No selling. No negotiating.
Yeah.
I've been out of this house for 12 hours. Dad, I want to get a tat. All my friends are.
See, it's like I paid for all these things because I had a job, and so like that's what I wanted to do with my money. And my mom was like, "I know, but I was like, that's what I wanted to do with my money."
I'm just surprised that was the selling point, and it worked.
Yeah, for real.
know.
And it worked.
If you were under my mom's roof, you go by her rules.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how much money you're making.
I'm the only girl in the 8th grade with no belly piercing.
Softball team has their bellies button pierced.
Shut your mouth.
Bro, I didn't pick up on that till you just said that.
I'm the only girl in the 8th grade with no ring in my belly button.
I don't know
Shut
how
up, little
it
girl.
works.
My mom would say, you ain't gonna be like them hot tail girls down the street.
Right.
You ain't getting no tattoo.
Yeah. I don't know how I got away with all of
Wow. All right, I want to find out what are some things that you had to ask your parents for approval while you were growing up. If this thing passed next year, your 14-year-old girl asks, Mom, can I have Instagram? That's what they're saying is going to happen. What did you have to get parental approval on for, and did they say yes or did they say no? 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. XL Mobile 41067. Live streamers, you want to hear from you and put it on social media. Got a pair of tickets to see AJR at the Kia Center May 10th. Those tickets are yours. We just got to find out, what did you ask your parents for approval for when you were growing up, and did they say yes or did they say no? We want to hear from you. This is Johnny's House. What's up, live streamers? How y'all doing? Who's up? Who's up?
Best part is I got my belly button pierced at the flea market. I probably didn't even have to get my parental consent. It was right there in the gold building.
So do the parents have to be there, or they just trust you?
My mom was there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What's up, y'all?
Oh, my gosh.
Well, Margaret, I hope everything goes as planned. You'll be back here tomorrow to talk to us. Tell your surgeon we said what up. And that we're watching them. Ray Sarah said she can miss her mom in the 8th grade, too.
See? Was it your belly button? That was the thing.
Did you use the patented line, all the other girls in 8th grade are doing it? I'm the only girl in the 8th grade with no ring through my belly button.
That's crazy talk. Adley, what's up, man? Good morning, Margaret. So what's going on in the room today? Your mom signed off on your belly button, nose, and a tattoo.
Mm-hmm.
And look at you now.
Mm-hmm.
It was me, my belly button, my Monroe, and a tattoo.
Lloyda, good morning. How are you? My gosh. Anybody new to the room? Just want to say good morning.
Oh, he should come with the Febreze. Such a bad impersonation.
Jesse, yeah, my mom's coming in about 2 weeks. I was just thinking this morning as I was playing, thinking, I gotta feed my mom every day.
Yes, you do.
So I gotta come up with something. I'm like, oh wow. Okay.
If you need Jen to come up with some dishes for you, let me know.
I appreciate it. I got her bag and bowl and a gift
She
for
says
her.
she always has extra. She can make a side plate.
I appreciate it. Y'all don't live that far.
Jen sent tomato soup, but it was only for Johnny, y'all. Sorry.
It was for Alex.
When?
Last week.
Alex ate it up. I put the other half in the freezer. He said, okay, buddy. Thank you.
I didn't bring it up.
He did the happy dance.
It was only, it was either enough for extra for Alex or how to split it.
It wasn't even for me, Ray.
And you two are grown.
Oh, it wasn't?
Mm-mm.
Not even for you?
People,
it was for Alex. He loved it. He did the happy dance.
Oh, and Johnny's not a grown-ass person?
I am a grown-ass person.
If you would have told me your kids needed some tomato soup, Ray, I would have made sure your kids had some tomato soup.
Your kids like tomato soup?
See? Your kids only like tomato soup.
I'm not even going to answer it because it doesn't even matter.
How many signatures do we need to get my mom on the show? 1 million. And I'm going to still say no. I'm not putting my mom in here. No. 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 I'm going to bring her by here like on a Sunday afternoon.
We're going to bring her on stage at the live stream event. at the podcast live.
Yeah.
She's going to be up in the VIP.
Is she going to be there?
At the beach.
I'm not telling y'all that.
Oh, we'll tell you. We'll tell you guys if she's there.
I'm not telling you. Mm-mm.
She's going to kick off hip-hop karaoke.
That's right. She said, y'all got in there OJs.
Oh, we'll find the OJs.
We got some OJs and they Smokey Robinson. Is my mom flying first class? No, my mom flying Frontier.
She can only bring a backpack.
No, I'm going to pay the $38 for the luggage. I did tell her, I said, Mom, don't bring a luggage because I was going to take her to Dark Dillard.
Right. We'll just buy you some clothes when you get here.
I can't believe you put my mom and my niece on Frontier. I fly Frontier.
It was good enough for me.
I know. I've never had a problem. I did get stranded once. Well, maybe twice, but.
That's funny.
That Johnny would act different and reserved during the podcast live. Probably. George, you say my mom could come to your balcony?
Yeah.
And I know you would take care of her. Nah, Jen, see, my mom's gonna have a good seat. I'm paying for the seat too. But you know what? I'm gonna do the cost cut. If it's better just to put on American Airlines, I'll do that with all the add-ins I gotta add in.
Yeah, you have to put it all together first and see what the checkout is.
See what it is. Y'all funny. Jordan got herself a both. Go ahead, girl. Y'all ain't playing up in here, boy. Jordan, did everybody pay their cut of the balcony?
All right, we're back in 2.
You want some pound cake? If she makes one, I'll give you a slice. You got to come to the station and get it. All right, guys, we're going to go back on.
First.
That's Doja Cat. It's Johnny's House, 748. Sunny today and breezy with a high of 85. It is 67 right now. The governor has his way. You're going to have parental permission to get on social media if you're 15 or 16. If you're under 14, you ain't getting on it. So they don't even ask. So Ray wanted to bring up saying, what are some things that you have to ask parental permission for? And I'm just blown away by the answers from that. And Ray's like, ain't nothing wrong with that. Y'all are just weird.
Got what I got.
I got what you got. For Winter Garden, Jocelyn, good morning.
Good morning.
What did you have to ask for permission for, and what age were you?
So, two things. First, I got Ray beat thanks to my older sister. My mom took me to the tattoo shop to get my belly button pierced the day after I turned 14.
14!
Oh, you do got me beat.
14. Okay, I see you.
And then in 5th grade, I asked my parents to get the tops of my ears pierced, and they said no. So my sister bought, I think at Claire's, like the little piercing tattoo, like push things. And in the back room with my mom gone and my dad sitting in the living room, she pierced my ears. And then my dad never even checked on us. We just came in the living room and were like, hi, do you like my earrings? Didn't get in trouble.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. Were your parents the cool parents?
Mostly. My older sister was bad, so I was pretty lenient.
They know what happened with her. It's like, just hopefully this one turned out that way. Wow. All right. You hold on a second. Got a pair of tickets to see AJR at the Kia Center on May 10th for your story. From Leesburg, Kayla.
Hello.
Kayla, what did you have to ask for permission for, and what age?
Well, okay, so I guess I kind of messed up because when I was like 12 or 13, I guess I did ask for permission for Facebook, and my mom said no, but I knew that I could get one anyway because she didn't have a Facebook. Wow. I was kind of safe on that one, but the other one was my nose piercing. So me and one of my old best friends had a birthday that was close to each other, and she went to go get her belly button pierced, but she was like a year older than me, so she was 16 and I was 15. And they were like, oh, do you want something? I'll get it done for your birthday. And I was like, oh, no, my mom would never let me. They're like, oh, just call her and ask. I'm like, okay, the worst she could do is say no. I call her. I said, hey, Mom, can I get my nose pierced? She was like, yeah, sure, I guess if you want to. And I went with them. I got my nose pierced. I come home, and she sees me, and she starts screaming, you got your nose pierced. And I was like, you said I could. And she's like, I didn't think you were really going to do it. And I was like, do I need to take it out? Oh, yep. Never took it out, but yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah. That shows that sometimes parents are half listening. Mom, can I get my nose pierced? Yeah, go ahead, girl. Do what you want to do. Wait a minute. What?
Yep.
Wow.
She didn't think I was really going to do it, but she never made me take it out, so I kept it.
Do you still have it now?
I do.
You still do?
16 years later. Yep.
16 years later. Wow. All right. You hold on a second. Why are you screaming at me? I asked. You said yes. Millie. Good morning, Millie.
Good morning, Johnny. How you guys doing?
Good. I'm reading what you're about to say right now.
I know. I almost got my life.
Okay. So at 16, at what age did you ask permission for?
At 16. And I had to ask my parents twice because the first time my father said, nope, you're in school, you're 16, what's wrong with you? Told my boyfriend, sorry, you can't have my daughter.
Well, no, you got to tell us, what did you ask for? You asked to get married?
Yes, I asked to get married.
How do you go in at 16 years old and ask your parents to get married? Was he with you?
Johnny, I was in love. I just wanted to be with this man.
Was he with you?
No.
No.
And it's a good thing. It's a good thing.
Okay. How old was he?
He was 19.
Ooh. You're lucky he didn't get arrested. Yeah, it's a good thing he didn't go.
No, I know. And he was my best friend's cousin. He came to visit us, and I saw him love at first sight.
Now, hold on. Did y'all discuss this, or did he say, I want to marry you, and you went in to ask your parents?
Well, we discussed it, and I said, well, let's do it. And I went to my dad, and he's like, what's going on? I said, then my boyfriend said, well, I love your daughter, and we want to be together and want to get married. And he's like, absolutely not.
Did he ask were you pregnant?
No, yeah, he did, and I wasn't. And I told him, Dad, you could check me, you could test me. I'm not pregnant. I just want to be with this guy because I love him. So when he said no, I was so upset. We left, hung out for a while, and I was saying, you know what? I'm going to run away. I don't care. So I went to my best friend's house, and I told her, listen, I'm leaving my house to be with him, and you're going to help me. She's like, okay. So I said, wait a minute. I can't do this. My parents are good people. They are honest.
Yeah.
You know, they work hard, and I can't do this to my father or mother. So I went back, and I told my father, he's coming tonight, and if you have to say no, because if you don't, I'm leaving. And I broke. He says, okay, I want you to get married the right way, so I'm going to do the sacrifice because you're my daughter, and I love you, and I want you to be married the right way. So, of course, 2 months later, we got married.
Wow!
That's crazy.
Yes. But you should have seen the wedding pictures. When he was walking me down the aisle, oh, my God, what a face he had. He was not a happy camper. But
So y'all been married ever since, right?
No.
I ain't got time for that story. Okay.
Yeah, I was curious how long that lasted.
Wow. You want to know the answer?
I'm just curious.
Okay. How long did it last? Millie, how long did it last?
7 years. We had 2 beautiful kids.
Okay.
7 years is longer than I would have expected.
Okay. Wow. Ray, what they saying over there?
So, yeah, see, getting my belly button pierced in 8th grade was nothing. Somebody got their belly button pierced also in 8th grade for their graduation. Somebody said, I asked my parents to go on a class trip in 8th grade to Washington, D.C. I was so shocked when they said yes because it was co-ed and it was 5 students to 1 chaperone.
Ooh. Wow.
And then some people are just asking for permission to go to concerts and stuff when they were young.
Yeah. B.
A bunch of stuff on the XL Mobile powered by attorney Dan Newland in a wreck. Need to check, call Dan Newland. Someone said they wanted their second hole pierced. Their dad said no, so their dad's brother, their uncle, went and signed as her dad.
Oh, no.
She had that uncle. Yep, everybody got that uncle. And Nerese, what are they saying over there?
Margaret Rose, she says she couldn't even ask her dad to wear shorts.
Oh,
and Melly M, she says, my mother would never sign off on anything. Hispanic moms don't play.
No, do that. All right, Millie, who has a story we can listen to the second half another time. We're going to hook you up with a pair of tickets to AJR at the Kia Center on May 10th. Johnny's house got celebrity news on the way.
There's just so many things going on with this Diddy.
I can tell you all in it, too.
I can't stop reading it.
All right.
And some other celebrity news.
More information on the way.
WXXL HD1, Tavares, Orlando.
This is The Weekend.
Hey, it's Olivia Rodrigo.
Johnny's house, mornings. Orlando's #1 hit music station all day.
1067.
Orlando.
Now, the Johnny's House Entertainment News with Ray.
Okay, so last hour we talked about Diddy and his homes being raided. That was in New York, Los Angeles, and in Miami. And so there's just like a lot of things. People are tracking his private jet, which has touched down in Antigua. And so that's kind of where we're at right now. But all the other things that have been posting and people that are kind of just like chiming in. Justin Bieber's father-in-law, Stephen Baldwin. He was the one a couple of weeks ago where he posted prayers for Haley and Justin. Well, some people are insinuating that was when the Homeland Security and the investigators went over to their house and asked them questions that led to not led to the raid, but had something to do with all this. So that is like a broad theory that is out there. But his father-in-law, Stephen Baldwin, posted a video on Instagram calling out all the demonic tough guys and bitches in Hollywood that hide behind their accounts after the news broke of the raid of Diddy's home. Now, he's wearing a T-shirt with the Lonely Ghost written on it. And, like, there's just a lot of stuff going on in the video or whatever. But he was talking about how God's wrath is upon you and there is no escape. And he was trying to say that, like, Justin Bieber was basically trying to warn us about little things that, like, happened in the music industry, including Diddy or his pedophile pals, and like these are things that are coming out on social media from other people. So people are bringing up like Pizzagate and like all that stuff. That's kind of resurfacing because right now it's trending on my Twitter. But I'm like,
the crazy thing, if you don't know about Pizzagate, don't go down that rabbit hole.
Do not.
But it seems so far fetched that people are like, it can't be true.
It cannot be true.
But
there's like people are saying that there is now a leak in the dam, and the exposure of Diddy is where the leak of the dam is basically coming through.
There's a lot of people involved with this, and I'm sure, if people in Diddy's situation would go, hey, I'm not the only one. So y'all need to do what y'all can to get me out of this,
Or else we're all going down.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
all going to go down.
Yeah, so I mean,
Now I'm gonna sit in my plane in Antigua until somebody tell me where to fly.
it's just insane. All of this is just unraveling on X, aka Twitter, and I can't stop reading it. Anyways, remember when everybody kind of hated on Anne Hathaway for kind of no reason? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
It was
She was disliked, and I think you came up with a list of the most disliked people in Hollywood,
Yes.
and we couldn't understand why she was on
And
that
we were
list.
like, why is she
Yeah.
on there? Well, it really hit its high point when she hosted the 2011 Oscars with James Franco, she said, followed by her Oscar campaign.
She knows people don't like her?
Yeah. So she knew that following year, she actually won the Academy Award, and yet it was still a low point for her personally and professionally. She says that a lot of people wouldn't give her roles because they were so concerned about how toxic her identity had become online. So again, those things that happen where it comes out online and then other people just chime in. But she was like, one guy that wasn't concerned about it was Christopher Nolan.
Okay.
He had already directed her in The Dark Knight, and he decided to cast her again in 2014 for Interstellar. And she said that is when she kind of knew that like she had somebody in her corner backing her up. But she was like, I don't know if he knew that he was backing me up at the time, but it had that effect, and my career did not lose momentum the way that it could have.
Yeah.
Because people were hating on her at that point, but she was like, he kind of like saved me.
Can you imagine you've done some great bodies of work, and you're up for this part that you know that's perfect for you, and they tell you, look, they're saying this about you on social media. So,
Yeah.
like, are you kidding me right now? Yeah, they're saying this about you, so we're
You're toxic.
we're gonna back off a
Move
little
on
bit.
to the next person.
What about that movie? We just made $100 million on it. Yeah, I understand that. No,
Yeah. Isn't that sad? So
That's the
Christopher
Hollywood life,
Nolan
though, man.
was there. She's 41 years old now. She's a mom. She's given up alcohol. She's living a good life. So I'm happy for her.
All right, we come back. We're gonna need your help. I got information on Operation Princess Project on Johnny's House. Orlando's #1 hit music station, 807 Teddy Swims, and we got something special going out for him. How does that work, Reese?
Yeah, so if you go to our Instagram right now at XL1067, you can enter to win the ultimate VIP experience to see Teddy Swims. He's coming to the Hard Rock next week, April 4th. You can get two VIP pre-show passes, special Q&A with Teddy Swims, and a meet and greet. So all you have to do is just go to our post, tag your friend. Make sure you both are following us on XL1067, and we're going to pick that one lucky winner this Thursday at 9 a.m.
All right, thank you, ma'am. 808, sunny with the high of 85, 67 right now. All right, Operation Princess Project, we've been asking for 2 weeks to collect dresses, and now we have a place where we're going to pick them up this Friday from 9 until 7 p.m., and this Saturday from 9 in the morning till 1 in the afternoon. We'll be at the Oviedo Mall. We'll be in their community room. You can bring by the dresses there. And we have 5 organizations at the end that we're going to hand them out to young ladies at various high schools in Central Florida. I don't want to mention the high schools because I don't want the young ladies to have to go to this place and say, you got your free dress from there. So we got it set up with them. So if you've collected dresses, it's time to start bringing them in. Now, what we need right now are volunteers. If you're available, we got 2 shifts on Friday from 9 until 2, and then from 2 until 7, and then 1 shift on Saturday from 9 a.m. until 1. Go to babydj.org, babydj.org, and sign up and tell us that you can volunteer. And all you're going to be doing pretty much is when someone drives up, you collect a dress. If they need a receipt, we can write them a receipt. And then we can send you on your way. So we've asked you to collect those dresses, and there's a lot of companies that have done so. Certified Security Investigations, Layton Law Firm, Haley Light Foundation, Orange Theory Fitness in Windermere, V3 Capital, Claire's Coffee House, Richmond American Homes, Power Engineering, Assured Partners, Holiday Inn Club Vacations, Club Pilates in Lake Mary, and Advance America, Orange City, Orange, Apopka, Orlando, Leesburg, and Double A Metals are some of the companies saying that we're getting together and getting our workers to collect these dresses for young ladies in our community. You can do it too. And it leads to the next question that I have to ask. How many dresses, and for me and you, Brian, how many outfits would you say you have in your closet that you don't wear? And I would say in mine, I'll be honest, probably 60%. Of the clothes in my closet I don't wear, because we talked about rotations last week.
Mine's pretty tight.
And I have clothes that I wear for different events. You know, like I have shirts that I'll probably wear once or twice if we have an event that we have to do. But my everyday clothes, it's the same.
Yeah.
It doesn't change.
I have a lot of stuff. I have jerseys that are back there that I've accumulated over the years.
Yep.
Maybe I wore them for one game or something, and I'd never wear those again. And I do actually have one dress. It was a Halloween thing. But I hope to never wear it again.
No, I don't have a dress. I don't dress. So what would the percentage you say you have?
Probably, I would say I don't wear 80% of my clothes.
Ray, how many dresses would you say that you've only wore once or you'll probably never wear again?
That I've only worn once.
Because we live in here's the thing, and this is why we do this, because we live in a social media world where if you got a dress or an outfit that you get a lot of comments on, except for me, I don't care. Check my social media. Damn, Johnny got that shirt on all the time. I don't care.
Yeah.
Some people will not be seen in it twice. I don't care.
Yeah, so I have like dresses that I've worn to weddings once, and then I'm like, oh, well, if another wedding comes up, like I'll save it or whatever, but then I always go buy a new one.
Yeah.
So I probably have about 6 dresses that I've only worn like once or twice.
I'm looking for you to part with some of them.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And I definitely plan on it.
Okay.
I have 2 dresses that I've never worn that are just hanging up in my closet. And
now, is that the one that you look for an event to wear them, or you buy it to soon fit in it?
So there's one that I'm just waiting for an event to wear it in. The other one is just so short, like it's Hoochie Mama short, and so I'm like, I don't think I'm ever gonna have to.
Now, a dress like that, isn't that more? Now I don't know about you, but for me, outfits like that, now I never wear Hoochie Mama, but outfits I wouldn't wear here. Would you wear them on vacation somewhere? Or I feel like it's too Hoochie Mama that it's even
just
for
like,
vacation
because I'm like, oh, I'm gonna bring it on the cruise and wear it. So that's why I'm like, I'm like, oh, maybe if I lose weight, it's not gonna be as tight or whatever. But I'm like, okay, even if I lose weight, I'm not gonna lose height, so it's still gonna be short.
But you bought it though.
I know, but I didn't know. I bought it online, so it's not like I
so
tried
you didn't
it on.
know it was gonna be so hoochie.
So I'm definitely gonna drop that one off too.
Nerese.
Same. I think I got it. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. I think I got like at least like 10 dresses.
There
that
we
I
go.
don't, yeah.
We need them.
Yeah, and it's just sitting there collecting dust. But it's like I look at it, I'm like, but I could wear this one day, so maybe I'll just keep it so for like another 5 years or something.
Yeah.
I hate that.
I remember when that documentary came out about minimalism.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We got a lot of dresses that year.
Yeah, everybody was trying to clean out everything. Yeah.
And that changed. So I want to find out, honestly, if you'll be honest, how many or what's the percentage of clothing that you wear in your closet or dresses that you don't wear anymore. And for being honest, we're going to hook you up with a pair of tickets to Aquatica Orlando, and parking passes. All right, dresses in your closet you do not wear. We need them for Operation Princess Project. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. XL Mobile 41067. Social media live stream. Want to hear from you. Dresses or outfits you do not wear anymore. Passes to Aquatica Orlando and parking passes, but you got to be honest and call us now on Johnny's House. It's Johnny's House, 825. Sunny and 85 is a high today, 67, and it's going to be breezy. All right, we got to mention Operation Princess Project. We've asked you to collect dresses, and now we're going to collect them from you. We'll be at the Oviedo Mall. We'll be outside. You can just drive through if you'd like to. It's going to be Friday morning from 9 until 7, and then Saturday from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., and then we're going to have organizations to come by and pick up those dresses and take them to high schools. We need volunteers. Just go to babydj.org and look up Operation Princess Project. Give you all the information. That's babydj.org. We want to make sure we help out the young ladies in our community that's looking for formal wear to go to prom. So that led to the question, how many dresses do you have that you do not wear anymore? And for being honest, one of you, we're going to hook you up with a pair of tickets to Aquatica Orlando and parking passes. From Orlando, Caitlin, good morning.
Good morning.
Caitlin, how many dresses do you have?
Okay, so between where I live now, which is Orlando, but also where my parents' house is in New Jersey, I have about 15 plus, and that's probably lowballing it. I have dresses from when I had my first communion when I was a little girl, still chilling.
So you guys are hoarder. You're a hoarder a little bit.
Yeah, it's kind of where I'm like, oh, I have this event coming, I have a dress, and then like a week before the event, I'm like, oh crap, I have to get a new dress, and then I end up either not wearing it or wearing it once, and then tell myself, oh yeah, I'll wear it again, and then I don't.
Well, just think there's a young lady that wants to use that dress, so if you can part with maybe one or two of the 15, we appreciate it.
Oh, for sure. This year I told myself I'm going through my closets. I'm
awesome.
Taking out whatever I don't wear and donating it.
Awesome. You are awesome. Babydj.org. Get that information. You hold on one second. From DeLand, Sharish, good morning.
Hey, good morning.
All right. So how much for you? How much clothes in your closet you wear?
For me, I know it's not dresses, but if I'm being honest, probably about 10% of my clothes.
That you wear or that you don't wear?
Oh, that I wear, if I'm being honest. And my wife hates it. She's like, why are you always wearing this plain T-shirt? Wear something else.
So you got 90% that you don't wear.
I think so. It's bad.
Now listen, I'm like you. I got 1 million T-shirts because people give us T-shirts in this business. We get T-shirts all the time.
Yeah.
So I have stacks of them, but I have a rotation of like 5 or 6.
Right. Same here. I have it like a shirt that doesn't need to be ironed. It looks good. It's clean.
Yes.
I'll wear it, and my wife hates it.
Yes. And how about her?
She's better. I think she probably wears about like 25% of her dresses. Some dresses are always like, oh, it's too dressy, it's too nice, it's too long. So she'll stick with like 25%, I think.
Wow. Well, you need to say, hey, babe, go to that closet. Give me some of them dresses.
Right.
All right. You hold on a second. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't like to generalize, but for me, I just like what I'm comfortable in.
Yeah.
And an old T-shirt is broken in. You know, a new one, you got to break it in, and you don't want to do that. You just want to be comfortable when you get home.
Yep.
Leslie from Kissimmee, good morning.
Good morning. How are you guys this morning?
Good. We're good. How are you?
Good. Thank you
Good.
for
Good.
asking.
So how many dresses do you have that you don't wear?
Maybe like between 6 to 10 dresses. They're more like formal dresses. I don't have anything too prom-wise.
Formal dresses? Whoa. Formal dresses are prom dresses.
What, you got, like business suits?
No. So let's go a little bit more casual. More like homecoming.
Okay.
A little bit more simple than prom dresses.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I'll be more than happy to donate. You know, they can use them. Doesn't necessarily have to be for prom. They might have to go to a wedding or something.
Yeah. So why don't you?
It's cute that they like.
Why don't you wear them?
One, I did gain a little bit of weight. They don't fit it. Two, I do have them just in case my daughters would like to use them. But, I guess they're into their own little thing. So they're just sitting in the closet, taking up space.
There you go. All right, you hold on. Ray, what are you saying over there?
There's a lot of people that have like a handful of dresses. They have worn them and they've held on to them for years and years.
Mm-hmm.
There's something about the like sentimental ones.
Yeah.
Like, because I held on to my homecoming ones and my prom ones.
Yeah.
For years.
So when you look at it, it took you back to the...
Yeah, for no reason. I mean, like if my daughter wants to play dress up one day or something, you know?
Okay.
But the sentimental ones they actually hold on to, but there's a lot of people who are like, I could get rid of some of these.
All right. And B.
XL Mobile powered by attorney Dan Newland. Interact. Need a check. Call Dan Newland. Someone's had a dress in their closet for 26 years. They say it still fits and it's still cute.
It's retro, baby. Donate that.
They might wear it again someday.
That's retro. All right, Caitlin from Orlando, first one in. We're going to hook you up with a pair of tickets to Aquatic Orlando and parking passes. Again, get more information on how you can donate some of those dresses you have in your closet. Go to babydj.org and check out Operation Princess Project. When I come back, I got a choice of people. Which one would you prefer? I'll tell you that on Johnny's House. $8:33 is Johnny's House. When I come back, I'm going to explain the difference between a nice guy and a good man. I didn't know it was a huge difference, but there is one, and I'll explain that next on Johnny's House. 8:36, you are listening to Johnny's House. It is Tuesday morning. Expect a breeze, about 20 mile an hour breeze. Mostly sunny, though. 85 is our high. It is 67 right now. I was looking at social media, and I think it might have been TikTok before they ban it. And this woman went into discussion on the difference between a nice guy and a good man. And I'm like, I didn't know that there was such a thing. But she went on to talk about how she would never in her life date a nice guy. And I was like, huh? So I had to go down that rabbit hole. And it made a lot of sense. When I first moved here 34 years ago, I just tried to be this nice guy, just be a nice guy to everybody. And I had to change because people were taking advantage. They were using my kindness as a weakness. So I had to harden up a bit. So I read up on it, and they said at first glance, Brian, you consider yourself a nice guy or a good man?
I think I'm both.
You're both? All right.
I mean, honestly.
They said, first glance, it may be hard to tell the difference between a nice guy and a good man. After all, both are generally kind, considerate, and respectful. But the critical difference between the two is a nice guy and a good man is a nice guy prioritizes being liked over being respected, while a good man prioritizes being respected over being nice. A nice guy will go out of his way to be kind and accommodating to others, often at their own expense, needs, and desires. They may be overly eager to please and may avoid conflict and confrontation, where a good man will stand up for what they believe in and will tell you the truth, not afraid to take a risk or speak their mind. Good men prioritize being respected over being liked. They're more likely to be leaders in their personal and professional lives. And there is a difference. But these women were like, they did not like nice guys because they looked at them as stepping stones.
Yeah.
Because they will go out of their way. Nice guys are the ones you put in a friend zone. And because you're so accommodating. And they go out of their way. And I was reading some articles how nice guys will go, if there's a woman that they're like, they will pursue them and just try to prove to them how nice they are. So you should give me a chance to date you. Where the woman looks at you or somebody else looks at you as go, you're a stepping stone. I will use you to my benefit till I don't want you anymore. Most likely being in a friend zone.
Yeah.
And I had no idea. And I mean, I was like, because I always consider myself a nice guy. But then I'm like, nah. Because lately, in the last few years, I will say no to things. If someone say, hey, man, I need help moving. I'm like, you knew 2 months ago you were moving.
Yeah.
I think from a woman's point of view, that right there is like speaking about your confidence too. Because I'm not saying that nice guys can't be confident, but like if you're just going to sit there and be too polite, too kind, too much of it, I'm like, well, hold on, I need a man.
That's crazy because that seems like good qualities, but they're bad.
Not to confuse the fact that I would rather have a rude guy. Like, absolutely not. No, but what I'm saying is like, when it comes to someone being too nice, sometimes it's like, like that's my role. Like, let me be the nice woman. Like, you be the confident like man that I need. Don't be too polite.
That's crazy thing is that's what some of those women were saying, and it just blew my mind. I'm sitting there going. And they didn't necessarily say they wanted bad boys.
No.
Yeah, for sure.
But I can see the difference. A good guy.
Yeah, good man. Yeah, good guy.
Is a guy that genuinely is just good.
Yeah.
It's just you ask them something, they're generally going to be a good person towards you.
Yeah.
They don't go out of their way.
Yeah. Now, according to this, like Ray, if you ask a nice guy, how do I look? 100% of the time, he's going to say you look great.
Oh, you look beautiful. You look so good.
A good man would be like that dress you were talking about in the last segment, be like,
yeah.
Ray, you sure you want your booties out?
Yeah. Like I feel like a good guy is like they die hard, stick to like what they stand for and all that stuff. But a nice guy is like going above and beyond to like
make sure.
Yeah, exactly what you said, to be liked.
Yeah. So I've morphed probably. I'm more of the good man one, but with hints of the nice guy. I still have some of that left because I was a people pleaser more than anything.
Yeah. But do you feel you had to grow into that, or it was just it was just an evolution that was happening?
Yeah, I think it just kind of happened. Like you get burned enough to where you stop being the overly nice guy, and you get hardened a little bit. And I think that's what makes you by this definition a good man. Like now I care way more about being respected than liked.
Yes.
But early on I just wanted everyone to be like, oh yeah, that guy, he's good.
But I feel like you could say the same thing for women.
Yeah, and that's
the same exact
thing. It's funny.
For
I was looking at that for
100%.
women. A nice girl or a good woman.
Yeah.
But with me.
But like, question is, if you have a good woman, is she going to be looked at as a bitch because she's not over the top nice?
A guy has to be able to handle a good woman.
Yes.
When I was going through my hanging out or partying days, I stayed away from nice girls.
Yeah.
Because I knew that they liked me a whole lot more than I liked them, and I didn't want to hurt them. I did not want to hurt because a lot of guys see that and they go in for the kill. They're like, oh man, she, anything she wants, blah blah blah. I stayed away from that because I'm like, I know this person really. You can tell she's a really nice girl, And I'll tell people, hey man, don't mess with her. She's a nice girl.
Yeah.
Or I say, hey, she's a good woman, which means that they'll stand up to you.
Yeah.
And say, no. Hey, I'm hanging out with my boys.
But I could see that as being as like the bitchy type. Like if I'm a female and I'm just a good woman because I stand for what I stand for, and that's what I feel and what I think. Like, is that?
I could see
is that being a stubborn woman?
That's always, and it's sad, but there's certain things that until society changes, that's just the way it is.
Yeah.
And for women, I feel bad that when you stand up, and especially if you work in a male-dominated or driven employment, and you go, you know what, I ain't going with that. Oh man, maybe I don't.
Yeah,
When in reality,
but I feel like if somebody were to come in here and they're a new person and they want to be liked, so they're going to say yes to everything because she's a nice girl and she's nice. She goes over the top. She's so nice. But then they come to me and I've been here for 13 years and I'm like, I'm a good person and I'm going to work hard for you.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to let you walk all over me and tell me to do all this stuff.
Yeah. I think I think it's great. I want to find out from you: are there differences between a nice guy and a good man, or a nice girl or a good woman? And which one you prefer? Because in this article, ain't nobody want a nice guy. No one whatsoever.
They finished last. I mean, historically.
For real. Gosh, I know you hear that over and over again, but it is true. I want to find out if there is one. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067, XL Mobile 41067, social media live stream. The difference between nice guy, nice girls, or good men or good women. We want to hear what you got to say. Call us now, Johnny's house. $8:51 on a Tuesday. It is 8:45 on a Tuesday. It is Johnny's house. Sunshine, high of 85. It is 67 right now. Difference between nice guys and nice girls, and good men or good women. If you're the nice guy, nice girl, they said no. Nobody wants you because you're too nice, and people will step all on you. And you should be changing that. And you got to consider yourself. I didn't used to consider myself a nice guy, and I think I was. And I didn't like the way I was being treated. And once you sit back and you're like, well, she wanted me to take her to the store, and then was this, and then, hey, you want to get together? No. I got a date. Well, why can't that date be me? Those are the people that get put in those friend zones, man. I'm telling you. Dano from Orlando, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, good man or a nice guy? Which one are you?
I'm both.
Okay.
Everybody, all my friends, my family thought I was a pushover, nice guy. Oh, he'll do anything, so I had to punch somebody in the face.
I'm a man today. I'm a good guy.
So that's a nice guy that snapped.
Yes, that's a nice guy. The nice guy who's had enough. Had enough.
Yep. I'm like, look, you took my kindness for weakness. I gave you a chance. I told you to chill out. And
so,
I beat him down now. And a week later, I said, "Yo, my bad, bro." I saw him, in a bar. He was looking sad, and I said, "Look, man, I didn't want to punch you, but you asked for it, bro." And so, we can be cool.
See, Dano, people don't expect nice guys to punch you in the face. No one expects a nice guy to punch you in the face because nice guys don't want confrontation. They'll walk away. So when you get hit in the face by a nice guy, you're like, oh, hell, I judged that one wrong.
Man, you weren't very nice.
I'm that
Damn.
guy.
You say, Dano say, I'm that guy. and then you went to him and said, hey, I ain't even want to put you in the face, but next time you see a nice guy, be nice to him.
And then he says, see, you're a good man.
Yeah, you're a good man.
Yeah, I told him, I said, I gave you a warning, bro. You didn't listen. You hit the wrong button.
So Brandon got his papers that day?
Yeah.
You got your graduation papers. All right, Dano, thank you for sharing that.
You got it, man.
Hey, be careful. Nice guys will hit you in the face, as he just mentioned. From Orlando, Richard. Richard, good morning. Richard, nice guy, good man. Which one are you?
Originally was a nice guy, and then I had to be just a good man.
And what turned you?
Recently, I was dating this girl, and we went on a couple dates. And one night, she was upset because I just didn't have the money to pay for drinks. So she went and got another guy to give her drinks, and turned out he spiked her drink. I left the club, and then she called me from her car. She couldn't even drive because she was drugged. And I went and got her, went and made sure she got home safe.
Wow.
I mean, I feel like that's a good human.
Yeah, that's a good human being. Yeah. You see somebody in a situation, you can't leave them, man. I don't care. That's just being a good human.
I thought he was going to finish it with he went and punched the guy in the face.
Yeah, right.
Hold on, let's see. Hey, Richard, did you go back and punch him in the face?
No.
No, okay. He didn't.
He's still a nice
He didn't get by.
I mean, even if you did, that would be a good human too.
Yeah. But that's certain. Okay, that's human decency.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Human decency is that realm we all should live in.
Yeah.
Just being a decent human. But you got to sway one side or another. B, what they saying over there, man?
XL Motor powered by attorney Dan Newland. Interact need to check. Call Dan Newland. Said my ex-husband was an extremely nice person. Checked all the boxes, but he was the biggest liar and cheater I ever met.
Dang!
What about that?
Then he ain't a good person.
No.
Yeah.
He's not a nice guy.
He's a little too nice to a few people, apparently.
Dang.
Then someone said, when in a relationship, a nice guy will leave lines of communication open with other females because they don't want to be mean, but that's not good.
No.
And a good man will break it off.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because a nice guy don't want to be by himself, so he's going to just keep those friends around. Nerese, what are you saying on the stream?
Kevin H., he said, I consider myself a nice guy because I have manners, but I will give you the Ray truth, whether you like it or not.
Huh. All right. So if you consider yourself a nice guy, I'm here to tell you that people don't like it. Just stand up for what you believe in, I guess. It's Johnny's house.
XL.
Live from our Farrah and Farrah studios. If you've been injured, make it a Farrah fight. Listen on the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good. XL 1067, Orlando's #1 hit music station. WXXL HD1, Tavares, Orlando.
This is The Weekend.
Hey, it's Olivia Rodrigo.
Johnny's House, mornings. Orlando's #1 hit music station all day.
1067,
Orlando.
Now, the Johnny's House Entertainment News with Ray.
All right, so obviously the past couple hours we've talked about what we've heard about the whole Diddy raids in 3 different states and his private jets and everything. So the Rodney Jones lawsuit is another one that we were mentioning a couple of weeks ago. That is the one that kind of revealed.
That was a young record producer who he said took liberties and made him hook up with people?
Yes, yeah. So basically, the Rodney Jones lawsuit basically unveiled drugging minors, blackmail, sexual abuse, money laundering, sexual harassment. They might not have to basically all do with P. Diddy, but I mean, there was other celebrities that were mentioned in there. And so a lot of those do have to do with like tapes and all those things. So I think that's what they are searching for. And that's what that's what they're saying, that they're looking, these raids are looking for tapes. So thinking about all the footage that P. Diddy has on other public figures, because there's, you know, situations where it's like Meek Mill and other people are saying, did you hide the Meek video? Did you hide this video or get rid of this video?
The common denominator in a lot of these people are saying that it was filmed.
Yes.
And they knew it was being filmed at the time, so they're looking for it.
It's very scary because it is along the same lines of like the Jeffrey Epstein situation.
Yes.
So it's like, it's all unfolding. Of course, we'll keep you updated.
I mean, even the Nickelodeon, like all these things are coming to light. It's crazy.
But
all of it.
The thing with him is, you know, do you destroy these videos? If you do destroy them, then people that can possibly help you won't help you because they're gone.
Yes.
But if you keep them, you got to keep them somewhere where nobody's going to find them, because if they find them, the gig is up.
Everybody.
Everybody.
Is it on that private jet, though?
Yeah.
That is in Antigua.
They're going to crash that thing into the ocean.
Yes.
It's going to be like that Malaysia flight. We ain't going to know where it's at.
If you watch the Hugh Hefner documentary, he had thousands of videos on everybody. If you were in that house and doing anything, he had it. But they said after he died, they took him to the middle of the ocean and dumped every single one of them because everybody was on them.
And they're still just out there in the middle of the ocean somewhere. Yeah, so it's wild. Rebel Wilson has revealed the identity of somebody that she wrote about in her upcoming book called Rebel Rising. And it's Borat himself.
What did he say he did?
So right now it's on between Rebel Wilson and Borat. Sacha Baron Cohen, I guess they worked together on the comedy The Brothers Grimsby.
Okay.
Have you ever seen that?
I've never seen it.
So it came out in 2016, and obviously she did not enjoy it whatsoever, because for the book that is scheduled to come out next Tuesday, she was talking about how I will not be bullied or silenced by high-priced lawyers or PR crisis managers. And so basically she's coming out and talking about her experience with working with him, and that he has tried to stop her from writing that book. So now she has unveiled, before the book comes out, that she's talking about Sacha Baron Cohen, aka Borat, in that movie.
But think about it. I don't. If she hadn't said that, you wouldn't be talking about that.
I know.
And nobody would know she had a book. So she had
such a great PR
She had to drop that, and I think once you read it, you're like, he's probably going, I ain't never tried to stop you.
But it's the same way that all of these celebrities do these PR stunts before a book drops. Britney Spears' sister did the same thing. Britney Spears herself did the same thing, talking about Justin Timberlake and all of that.
So now people are like, I got to read it. Well, what is he trying to stop?
But you know what, though? Like, the one thing that I learned in college was no publicity is bad publicity.
Yeah, that's true.
So, and his reps are coming out saying, while we appreciate the importance of speaking out, these demonstrate false claims, and they're directly contradicting by like all these other detailed evidence that has come out, and documents and film footage and eyewitnesses accounts. So he's trying to defend himself and his character.
Of course he is. But
while she's trying to pimp out her book.
And because of the pimping now, somebody's going to buy the book?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. It worked for Britney Spears. Yeah. It really did.
Yeah. And then once they read the book, it's like, this ain't none of this.
Right,
What is this? No. You know, but you sold your copies, man.
I'm not going to lie. With the documentaries and the books and this Diddy stuff, I'm having anxiety. I can't keep up anymore.
I ain't going to lie, Ray. I've never seen you so focused in on doing trash ever.
Johnny said this is the first time he's ever seen you do your job. That's what Johnny said. That's what I heard. Anyway.
You tried to talk to Ray off mic. Ray's head. Oh man. Here go.
Yeah, and I'm like, yeah. Well, you want to talk about diddly diddle, or the Diddy, whatever his name is.
This is us in the studio. Woo! What, Ray? Oh, you have to wait on this one.
The psychic that is talking about it now. I'm like,
listen, you want to get update anything, Diddy? Now, wait, it's Johnny's house. What's trending, Norris?
You have to hear about the first ever kidney transplant from a pig.
I heard about that.
Mm-hmm.
We'll share. It's 9:11. It's Johnny's house. It's going to be sunny and breezy. 85 is a high. It is 70 right now. And Norris, what's trending?
So the first ever kidney transplant from a genetically engineered pig into a 62-year-old man was successfully completed by surgeons in Boston. So the process of implanting an animal's organ into a human is called xenotransplantation.
Okay.
I think I said that right. Plantation. Yeah.
We'll go with it.
And this has been proposed as a solution for like hundreds of thousands of people who suffer with kidney issues. Huge breakthrough. And the
organ donors list, and people die the organ.
500 for 100. Yeah, if this really does, it's going to be a huge
price of ham roof, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm not even saying that to be funny, because people don't want to eat the ham anymore. They want organs.
It's genetically engineered, though.
That too. That's the part that got me.
So it's not like, it ain't like, you get over there and get Babe. And you're going to turn it into bacon. Oh, no, by the way, here's an extra kidney.
They're growing it.
These are babes.
Wow. They really are.
Yeah.
Wow. That's scary.
The New York Red Bull men's soccer team, they're going viral right now for their kindness. A few days ago when they played Inter Miami, it was pouring rain. This was up in New York. And, right before the match starts, they have, like, the team lined up, and they have, like, the kids
and they
lined up.
Yeah,
so it was raining and pouring, and one of the soccer players from New York Red Bull, they took off his jacket, started putting it on the kid, and then it was just, like, a domino effect after that. So, like, you can see it up on their Instagram right now, and it's like you see the kids just, like, with the biggest smile on their face. It kind of touches your heart a little bit, so.
Well, yeah, you got to do that. If Brian take his jacket off and put it on the kid, I got to do mine. Not that I want to.
Because I'm like, damn. One that doesn't pay
exactly.
forward.
No.
Break the chain.
Someone in the comment was like, second player looked like he had it rough trying to submit to that.
Yeah, you have to.
There's footage of Universal's new theme park, Epic Universe, doing test runs right now of the new roller coaster called Starfall Racer. And just by the look of the footage, like you can tell the theme park, it is set to summer, if you're wondering.
I know people already got tickets.
That's crazy.
They want to be the first one. They're trying to book in a hotel and everything, man. Yeah. People love theme parks.
Yeah,
they love them.
They're test running the new Splash Mountain redo too with
Are they really?
at Magic Kingdom. The Imagineers wrote it for the first time. They on it for the first time. Tiana's
the thing.
Yeah.
That's cool. There's a viral surveillance video clip of a cop car showing a 70-pound German Shepherd getting out of the car. The German Shepherd was probably thinking a little too quick and jumped over this bridge, not realizing that there was a 70-foot drop. Yeah, the woman had to use all her strength. You can see it in the video. She pulled that dog right back over the bridge. Poor thing. I mean, he probably suffered for like 2 seconds because it was strapped to his neck, the leash.
Oh, yeah.
But the dog was rescued and quickly saved. So
yeah, when stuff like that happens, you get the
yes.
You had to get that dog up there.
Fight or flight.
Yeah. That kind of thing.
And talking about movies and TVs a little bit. There is talks that Scarlett Johansson is going to lead a new role in the Jurassic World trilogy, which I personally think is great because if you know anything about Marvel, her character did die off. But I do think this is kind of cool, too, because she would be reuniting with her. But just to kind of give you some backstory on that, the screenplay is going to be written by David Cope. He's the same person who wrote the screenplay for the original 1993 Jurassic Park. And it's directed by for Rogue One and Godzilla.
Now, I like them. I like those Jurassic. They're exciting, but this story.
Yeah. And that's why we go back and watch it again.
I've only seen maybe 3 of them, I think.
Well, you've seen them all then.
No, there's, yeah. I mean, they made Jurassic World was kind of their reboot of Jurassic Park. But
It's exciting. It really makes you think, dinosaurs do exist and stuff. Benson Boone, Beautiful Things. He posted he's going to leak his entire album Friday on TikTok. So you better get it before they ban TikTok if you're a big Benson Boone fan, because they're about to ban it. It's going to be illegal to listen. It's 9:18, sunny, and 85, 76 right now. Now, I've seen the videos of Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift in the Bahamas just chilling. She got a little drink in her hand in the ocean, just living life. But what people saying about him, Brian, he's spending all his money for this relationship.
That's what I had read yesterday. They said sources say that he spent half of his yearly salary at the beginning part of the relationship.
Because he had to get another house.
Yeah, just keeping up.
Yeah.
Buying $300,000 gifts here.
Yeah.
Flights and trips here.
Yeah. What do you do when you're dating a woman that's a billionaire?
So he makes $14 million a year. They said he spent somewhere around $8 million. That's what their sources are saying. But considering that you take off a lot for taxes and agents, he probably spent a lot of his money.
Yeah.
Now, I would imagine she pays for a lot of the stuff because she's a billionaire. But yes, how do you keep up with the billionaire?
You know, she has to come in and say, hey, if that was me, I'm saying, hey, listen, I appreciate you, doing all these things. But listen, don't worry about it. I want to work on our relationship. I don't want you to worry about financing.
And I don't think she would ever compare. Or obviously, you can't compare, but want him to do all of that.
Yeah, I don't think it necessarily that she wants it, but I feel like he probably can't not do it. Like he doesn't want to be the guy who always has to ask for money or say I can't afford to go here, afford to go there, because in his world he's a big deal. Now in the billionaire world,
yes. In the past, in my life, I have overspent in the earlier part of my relationship. But what I learned is that when you do that, you've set the bar up there.
Yeah.
You've set it there. You've gone on these trips, you've bought all this jewelry. Then that's the expectation. And I realized, don't do that.
They're talking about his trip from Hawaii to Sydney and all that stuff while she was on tour.
Yeah.
And the hotel and the flight and all that. So it would cost $300,000.
I'm assuming she's paying for
all of that.
The
you
flight,
would think.
I'm guessing, if it's her plane, then she covers the flight or whatever. I'm guessing.
But does she pay for the gas as well?
I don't know. I don't know how that works with them. To me, I think it's understood. You're the
understood.
You're the billionaire.
Yeah.
You're going to pick up the check on all this high dollar stuff.
I think it's cool how Johnny on a male side, you're saying how you set the bar.
Yes.
For me, when I do that and I spent money on my exes and stuff and I set the bar, I'm like, I better see you reach this too. To me, that's how I see it.
I'm assuming in a case like Taylor Swift, if I'm in LA and you're in Tokyo and you're on the phone and we're talking, I'm like, I got a couple days off, baby. I would love to see you. The next thing that comes out of your mouth is, I'm sending the plane for you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That should be under. If you don't say that, then I got to go in my pocket.
Right, because if she says, I'd love to see you too, oh, damn.
Yeah. She's like, really? Well, how long are you going to be there? Well, we're going to be in so-and-so for about a couple of days. How about this? I'll send the plane for you.
Yeah, nah. Okay, then I'm good. Otherwise, I got a team meeting I can't miss. Sorry.
Wow.
Isn't it strange that we're over here as peasants trying to see what billionaire and an NFL player conversation is back and forth?
Yeah, the world's
what the
changed
relationship
so
is
much.
Listen,
like.
I don't care who you are and how much you make. The male-female relationship when it comes to dating and conversation, it's all the same.
It really is.
Yeah.
So
it is true.
It's the same.
My son's single now, so he's doing his little thing, and he invited a girl to the Fall Out Boy show, and we had a pimped out box, because the record label guy really hooked us up, catering, everything. I told my son, you need to tell that little girl that this ain't the bar. Like this ain't the way we always roll. Sometimes we're in section 225, just so she knows that concerts with Jaden don't mean
and sometimes
luxury boxes and chicken tenders.
I tell sometimes ain't the VIP. No, we're not going through the VIP door. No, we're not doing this. You have to sometimes explain that.
It is always about setting the bar, but early on he was trying to win Taylor Swift.
Have you ever had to slow down to hang out with someone because they are in a different tax bracket? I got tons of friends like that, and they know, nah, bro, I can't do that. I always use the excuse I got to work.
Same. I tell my friends all the time,
I got to work.
I might have an event. Let me check.
Hey, we're all going to so-and-so for 2 weeks. We got a so-and-so, man. We'd love for you to come. You know I can't take 2 weeks off the air.
Yeah, right.
And it's too quick to fly down and fly back.
Yeah.
So,
oh, no, we're flying down to the Bahamas this weekend. You want to come? Man, I can't do that. I got to work over here. I got an appearance. You know how it is.
Now,
I mean, it's true, though. We can't miss that much time.
Now, I did have, and this is a funny thing, and we've mentioned the story on the air, I did have a extremely rich woman that was pursuing me.
Yes.
And Brian got mad.
You blew it.
Because it was a Thursday night. She said, hey, unless I'm going to, I won't even say the celebrity's name, their party tonight. They're good friends of mine, and I would love for you to go. I'm like, You know I can't go down there. I'll send the plane for you. It'll be there at 5. You go to the party. The plane will have you back by 11 o'clock that night.
I could have went to the national championship football game, Ray.
Oh, Johnny.
We would have been.
There was no chemistry
there. We would have been down there.
Johnny's
we would have been
so
back
selfish.
here in time for the
Always
show.
thinking about himself.
In time for the show. She had Taylor Swift money.
She did have Taylor Swift money. She did.
We'd be in a whole different world right now.
There was no attraction there, Ray. That was none.
That's nice
That
of
makes you a good man.
Are you sure you just weren't
No.
tired that day?
No,
that makes you a nice guy.
Yeah, that makes you a little bitch. I'm just kidding.
How about that? Oh, yeah. You didn't see that on camera, did you?
I'm just kidding.
I can't. No, that ain't cool. You can't do people
No,
like that.
that is nice.
But
of you.
but her thing was, don't you worry about it.
Right.
I will
Yeah.
send there. I got a guy. You tell me your measurements. It'll be clothes waiting for you. And I'm sitting here going like, nah, man. I'm looking like, is there any way? You show me a boob or something.
We had access to the company plane, right?
Is there any? It was just not there. It just wasn't there.
Man, I would have done it for y'all. I'd have left my wife and married her. For y'all. She'd understood.
Ray, you ever have to slow down hanging out with someone because they had too much? They were just they were out of a bracket. They were.
Yeah, I have friends that don't have kids.
Yeah.
And so I feel like a lot of times that's where it's like, well, I can't always go out and spend so much money on drinking, or I can't always go and travel and do all these things because I have a family.
Yeah, is that how you say? Well, you know I got these kids.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, you guys, I have twins. Like,
oh yeah. What happens after a while? They'll stop asking. And that's
Oh, yeah.
cool, though. So
No.
that way I ain't got to lie about working.
And I've noticed that.
Huh?
But
You've noticed that?
I've
Yeah.
noticed it, but I'm okay with
Yeah,
it. Like,
yeah,
at first
yeah.
I was like, what the heck did I do wrong? And
No,
then
no,
I was
no.
like, oh, we just like, people come into your lives for a certain amount of
Yeah,
time and
yeah.
for different experiences and chapters. But
Absolutely. No, I was that way before. But you're like, no. And nobody wants to be told no all the time. So they just move on. Did you have friends you had to?
Oh, yeah. I got one particular friend in South Florida from like our group of 5 girls. She makes a lot of money. She invested well, and
Yeah.
she's a nurse. And one time she was like, hey, I'm going to celebrate my birthday. It's going to be at so-and-so restaurant. I already looked at the price. I was like, no, it's in Miami. It's deep.
Yeah.
And she goes, the next message was like, it's all on me. And I was like, I got
I'm
my
there.
bright line. Let's go. That's the true
It's
story.
on me. B, how about you, man?
I have a few friends that they just want to do too much. Like
Yeah.
they travel a lot, and I just can't afford to travel. So I like them a lot.
Yeah.
And they've offered to cover me a
Yeah.
couple of times, but I can't just keep taking
Yeah.
stuff from them.
Yeah.
So I got to say no sometimes.
Especially a nice guy.
Yeah. And then I've been told that I'm the friend with some of my broker friends
Really?
because we drink so
Yeah.
much. So
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
man, we ain't going out to spend money on drinks like that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, yeah, we shouldn't either.
Yeah.
But we do.
I used to have the friends that would, soon as the check came, they would go to the bathroom. Soon as the
Oh,
check
gosh,
came.
yes.
That's
So
horrible.
they're like, you serious? Man, why do you go to the bathroom every time the check comes? No, man, I'm in, whatever. I want to find out from you, have you ever had to slow down hanging out with someone because it was just costing you too much money? You like them and you're friends, but they're balling at a whole different level than you are. And that's cool and you're happy for them, but you just can't hang out like that. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. XL Mobile is 41067. Social media live stream, we want to hear from you too. You had to slow it down. Travis Kelce's like, listen, I'm a ball with you. And she's like, you can't handle this. Let me handle all of that. How is it with you? Did you have to slow down rolling with someone because they were just balling out of control? Call us now. We want to hear your story on Johnny's House. I don't owe them any money, Bruno Mars, on Orlando's number one hit music station, 937, 71 right now, looking for a high of 85 and mostly sunny. The story saying that Travis Kelce's blowing all his football money trying to keep up with Taylor Swift. Want to find out when did you have to slow down hanging out with somebody because it was costing you way too much money? You're like, I want to ball with y'all. Then after a while, you're like, you know what? I can't get down like that. Y'all have been higher range than I'm in. From Orlando, Lindsay. Hey, Lindsay.
Hey, guys. Good morning.
Good morning. So when did this happen to you?
So I am the only single one in my friend group. So going out to dinners can be rough. Going on trips can be rough. I've had to, decline some trips and some dinners and whatnot. Splitting it that many ways just doesn't seem fair.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when you split it, it's like, okay, I had this.
Right.
Is it the places that they're going, you're like, nah, this is out of my realm? Or you're just like, you're going to too many places and y'all got two incomes and I got one?
Exactly. So, there's about 12 of us. So if we're going out to dinner, it's not like a too high end of a place, but what we do is we put everything on one check. And so people are ordering multiple drinks and, the nicest meal on the menu, and then we split it that many ways. And I'm like, hold on a second.
No, you gotta be, you gotta be that one. You gotta be that one. And they understand because they're couples. Hey, no offense, y'all. I had this and this, and here's my tip.
Right.
Now I'm separate checking it.
Yes.
Yeah, we need separate checks.
Yes. Now, have you ever tried to do?
One on a separate check, please.
Have you ever tried to do that, or you felt that was just, you didn't want to handle it like that?
No, I've stood up for myself a couple times, but at the end of the day, sometimes it's not the worst thing to sit out.
Yeah, you're sitting here going, look, Kim over there had 5 Cosmos. I had one and some fries. She had the filet and the lobster tail, and you want me to put no.
Yes, and they love to indulge with the apps and the bottles of wine and things like that, and some things just get lost in translation.
We've been there before, and at the end of the night, somebody gets drunk and pick up the whole tab.
Yeah.
I prayed on that one. I'm like, man, those bottles of wine are like $105 a piece, and we've had 6. Ooh.
See, I don't drink wine. Separate checks. Separate checks.
All right. You're not by yourself, Lindsay. We understand, girl. All right.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you for calling.
Have a good day.
You too. Thank you for calling. Be what they saying over there, man.
XL Mobile, powered by attorney Dan Newland. Interact. Need a check? Call Dan Newland. They said we're looking at it all wrong. It's investment, baby.
It is. It is. Totally.
He invested half a year's salary with the potential to be married to a billionaire for the rest of his life.
I totally agree with that.
So it's long game.
Yes, but you're dealing with a billionaire. Look, let me pick up them apps. And let me get this round of drinks.
You just got to seal it sooner rather than later. Otherwise, you'll go broke and you won't have that future investment.
You better make it work, too. You better make sure they stay in love with you because you're going to be out there with half your income gone. It didn't work out.
Oh, no. I'm planting a seed. Don't worry. This tree going to grow.
About pregnancy.
every day.
Every day. Nerese, what the live stream is talking about?
Yeah, we got Jen C. She says she had a friend call within 5 days' notice to join them on a yacht to the Bahamas. Oh, and it's only going to cost $2,500.
Said it just like that.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah, I had some people, hey, man, we rented a plane from Vegas. We got 2 seats. They're about $3,000 a piece.
Oh.
That's $3,000 times 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no.
Man, I got work.
Nah, I got an event this weekend.
I got an event. I can't even do that, man. It's Johnny's house. It's 941. 9:45. We up out of here. Nerese, what's going on in your world, girl?
Well, I'm going to try to nap at a decent time.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday, I took a nap at 5 and I woke up at 7:30.
No, there's a certain time you just gotta tough it through.
And I tried. I really did. And I hit the I laid down and I was like, just 2 seconds. But I woke up and I yelled at my roommate. I was like, bro, you got to wake me up.
Yeah.
I can't.
Were you able to go back to sleep last night?
A little. It was a little hard,
yeah.
but like I got it. So.
No.
If I get to 4 and I haven't taken
Tough
a nap
through.
yet, I'm like, well, that's over.
Yeah. You just tough through it. Just make plans to go to bed early.
And I think it was because of this past weekend. I was really I was at the beach under the sun. Like I gave everybody my energy, so it kind of hit
tell
me.
you about it. Get your rest, girl. Or your body.
So-
Your body will tell you.
Today is gonna be the day where I'm just back in it.
All right. Very good. B. Roney.
Just a bunch of work around here, radio shows and other area codes. Don't forget it is Jersey Mike's month of giving. So for a few more days, all the money that they raise is going to Cannonball Kids this month. It's a cancer foundation. And then tomorrow, 100% of their sales on their day of giving goes to Cannonball Kids. But go to Jersey Mike's Roundup or just donate $1, $3, or $5 with the Jersey Mike's app.
All right. Also, Operation Princess Project, we have a collection date. It's going to be Friday from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. and Saturday from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. And we'll be at the Oviedo Mall in the community room, but we'll be set up outside so you can just drive through and drop off all those dresses so we can help out the young ladies in our community. We do need volunteers, so if you can volunteer, go to babydj.org, babydj.org. And if you are a company that's saying, you know what, we're collecting dresses amongst ourselves, let us know so we can give you some love on the air. Get all that information at babydj.org. Other than that, Ryan Seacrest, take it. Y'all have a beautiful day. We see you tomorrow.
What up, y'all? Super duper delayed because everything's been glitching here in the studio, so hopefully y'all can hear and see everything. All right, I got work to do. We have a meeting at 10:15. Meeting at 10:15, and I'm tired. And I think me and Jenny got to do a podcast today. We are behind. My son, though, he's on point. He's got his new episode up. I listened yesterday. I was pretty impressed. I start listening just so I can check the quality and make sure everything uploads right. And then I find myself 20, 30 minutes in still listening because it's actually pretty solid. I'm impressed with his work. And it made me laugh and giggle, and it's interesting. Maybe it's just because he's my kid. I don't know. don't know if I'm biased because he's good. Maybe I'm interested in his stories more because he's mine. But I mean, he's just better at it than I expected. He is frivolously dropping the F-bomb in places I don't think it's necessary. Not that I frown upon that because I also said, F words on podcasts, but I think he just needs to make sure he's not doing it for the sake of doing it. But other than that, I don't want to, steer him in any direction. All right, I got work to do, y'all. So I'll see y'all tomorrow.